How, if I've never thought about this, what are the first steps that I should take? What are the things that I should be thinking about, both in terms of how to attract and recruit a neurodiverse workforce, but then also how to create a welcoming environment? So a lot of stuff packed into that question. I'll ask everyone for their top thoughts they have. And Jessica, I'd love to start with you and for you to share a little bit about how you're thinking about this for Salesforce, for our own internal employees, and then we'll get everybody else's take on it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, all really great answers as to why this should be a priority. And, I just want to double down on like the diversity of thought is huge, right? Like we're all competing for talent, right? And why not just untap this diversity of thought talent pool that's out there? So what Salesforce is doing and where I feel like is the best place to get started is it's kind of and I feel like it's best done in parallel, is we have partnered with Ed Thompson on the call today and Optimize on a very robust training for all employees globally at Salesforce on how to best work with people who are neurodiverse and how to just best set up people for success. And then in parallel, run an Autism at Work program, work with your business leaders and your hiring teams to understand the needs of the organization and really prioritize those things. And I feel like the sooner you get started, the sooner you'll be recruiting the best talent.
Excellent. Ed, over to you.
Yeah, I think that's. I was sort of going to say some of the same thing. I suppose just at a high level, people are the most important and expensive asset of any organization, right? And in the 21st century, it's pretty clear with the pace of technological change, the plummeting lifespan of any company, from about 50, 60 years, about half a century ago now, down to about 15. Getting the absolute most out of your people is key. You need the best people empowered to be the best individual and a collective version of themselves. I think any organization that doesn't prioritize that is going to fall behind. And that's why you see people issues becoming CEO priorities, and even people like me, as I've told my story, getting more involved in this field. For the how, and I'll just let me just put one thing out there and sort of leave it dangling. I think the most important thing is to start the conversation, start talking about it internally. We call it flying the flag. If you're an HR person or whatever, most of your people will have never heard you say that you care about this. And by starting to say that, and crucially inviting people to participate, I think you'll be amazed and pleasantly surprised by how much enthusiasm and even urgency people feel towards this topic, and how quickly great things can happen as you start to build that momentum.